I told our guys in the locker room, it's hard to win a basketball game. And you always need to remember that, and you always need to understand that, and you need to come into the game thinking that. And I thought we played pretty well in the opening tip. I thought the 6-0 run at the end of the half really hurt us, at least gave them life. And then I thought we were too passive the first 10 minutes of the second half. Other than that, I thought we played okay.
Why did you struggle offensively there for about a 15-minute period in the middle of the game?
I thought it was more in the second half, right?
Yeah, like 2 minutes in the first half to the
Yeah, we had, what was it, 36-23, and then we went stagnant, and then, you know, I think your aggression leads to better offensive play, and I didn't think we were the more aggressive team at that moment. I thought we were very aggressive for the majority of it, but I thought that, you know, the old saying of the game, honors toughness, that we've talked about before, it really does. Like, if you play the right way, and you play with the right aggression, and you play with the right stuff, things tend to work out your way. That, and we were too loose with the ball. There's no doubt about that. They did a good job. They had a lot to do with that.
Eric Fromm's gotten a lot of, well, he started, what, 3 consecutive games, 4 consecutive games, something like that. And he's gone from DNPs, or 1 minute, 2 minutes, to now he's starting, and he was productive tonight. What's he doing better in the last few weeks?
Well, he just spreads the floor for us, and it's a different way to prepare. So, you know, if you're sitting there and you're preparing for us, you've got to prepare for Eric to be able to spread the floor. And that's unique to maybe some of our other guys. Although Cam hit 2 big jump shots today, I thought, and is very capable. But those guys, you know, Eric can really spread the floor with great effectiveness.
Krishan, what happened in the second half when you got cold caught there? I didn't know if you got kneed in the head or what happened.
I just dived for a loose ball and ran into somebody's knee and just strained my neck a little bit. But everything's all right.
What, I can't remember what the juncture was in the shot clock when you made that late three-pointer late in the game.
Under 5.
Okay, so you pretty much, because you shot it like you knew you were going to make it, and your percentage of the season is phenomenal. But were you pretty confident when you let it go?
I mean, I hit one earlier and my shooting form was feeling good or whatever. And I know it was 5 seconds left and I didn't get the shot off, and I'm comfortable with making like dribble pull-ups or whatever. And shot dribble pull-up and it felt good and went in.
Coach, along the same lines with Krishan, he was a guy that maybe was up and down earlier in the season with minutes, and he started, I think, 4 consecutive games now. He's productive tonight. What have you seen from him of late to warrant that increase in
His consistency's been really good as of late, I think, and you know, he's being modest because he shot. I don't think he missed a shot the last 2 days in practice. We were preparing for the 1-3-1. He really shot the ball well, and these guys have all been getting in. We created an optional shooting session that most of these guys come in and work on. And Hop always does it, or at least does it most of the time, and that's good. I mean, that's good. Those guys, I do believe that there is a rhythm to be found, and they found, and these guys are starting to find it. The thing that I say is Hop's biggest sign of growth to me, and I've told him this, was last week against Cleveland State. Harmon hits a couple, and Hop's behind him on one of them, like really late on him, and then he locks him down the last 5 minutes of the game. But, you know, that's hard to do in the middle of the game. It's hard to not change, but intensify that focus even greater after he's already scored and got one. It's a really special quality. It's a good ability. That was a huge step, I thought, for him, and he's always been a really good player to put the ball on the floor and make plays. If we can handle the ball a little bit better, all of us, then I think, you know, we can continue to move forward.
The signature still on Ando's defense?
It's got to be with this group. It's got to be. I mean, that's the way this group can soar with that. You got to figure out what you're good at and soar with that. And I think that's something that we're pretty good at when we're all focused in it too.
I don't know what the points per possession would end up being, but I mean, I think this is on the second game of the season, you shot over 50%. I mean, how do you weigh the offense? If you shot that well, but
You got to get more shots. You got to get more shots. Because even when we get a shot, we got a chance to get it back. We get a chance to set our defense. You know, and all those things. We got to get more shots, and that's the bottom line. And 15 turnovers too much, but again, I want to credit them. They did a good job on our stuff. I thought pushed us out a little bit, put us on our heels with the ball out of the perimeter.
Final score is the same as over there. 63-58.
Hey, I don't rank them. I don't look for margins or any of that stuff. We're just trying to win a basketball game.
Does it
Yeah.
feel sometimes like all your games come down to that?
I told our guys that. I told our guys, you know, what's the difference between a team that's won one and a team that's won a bunch of close ones? Not much.
Ron, what are you detecting, and you've been just into these February wars, what are you detecting from the Bulldogs? I mean, certainly played a really good first half and then kind of recovered after a flat third quarter.
You know, I think for us to continue to do what we want to do, we just have to stay on the attack. You know, I thought offensively and defensively over the weekend, last weekend, we were in attack mode, and I thought for the most part today we were in attack mode. Like Coach said, when we got on our heels, that's kind of when they threw us off a little bit. So as long as we stay in attack mode on both ends of the floor and stay focused, I think we can finish the season out the way that we want to.